adulteress or a prostitute. You could be a thief. You could be a murderer. You could be whatever. He intentionally has invented all the varieties that we see that we are, the varieties of characters that we are. There are so many suggestions from the book that tells us that this is something that God, the hand of God, also does. So what are you supposed to think? What are you and I supposed to think? He invents the problems. He prevents the problems. So it's like a game he himself is doing. And then I have to sit down and analyze it and think again and ask myself, am I serving a God? Yes, maybe I am. But is that the God that I really pleasingly and happily want to serve? Was that my hopes? Strangely enough, that wasn't it. But I can't get off. That's not an excuse. You should be able to go off of something that you do not like or something you've realized that is not right. Are you getting the picture here? I can go over it again. He is a God that provides. If you think along the line that God provides, you are with me side by side. If you think that God is omniscient, all-knowing God, you are with me. If you think that God is omnipotent, all-powerful, you are with me. God is all-powerful. For all those things, you are with me. Okay? He has the abilities beyond you can ever imagine. He can give me the life that I will not ever live life and be sick. And he has got the ultimate power in everything. Then you are with me. Now, on that grounds, we have information that gave us those qualities. The same information that gives us those qualities, those ideas and definitions. And then apart from these definitions, in the same book, we are having definitions that are telling us that he is capable in his powers. He uses his powers to sort of prevent evil from coming to us. In so many instances, it's been revealed. In the instances of the judges, the lawyers, the judges, the kings, the leaders of all kinds, single individuals, renowned men, famous men, it's all there to prevent certain things happening to you, evil things. It is also revealed that he also has invented evil things that should come upon us, or some of us to be evil and to act according to his will. This is all coming from God. Then in the ending part of the book, it is told and addressed to us again that he will wipe our tears. He will sort of clean away all the things that we never wanted. The things that we were always worried about. Death, pain, all the uncomfortable things that we had problems with. He's going to take them all away. No, I don't know why he's not taking it away now, but he will take it away at whatever time that the ending will be. There are people who are dead and gone when this statement was made, and they were not there for that ending. Now, there is no chance or guarantee to show me that I will be there at that ending. If it happens now, okay, so be it. Bless God, bless me. But if it's going to be at a time that I do not know, and maybe I will also live, I will die, and I will never have the chance to be part of that moment where he take all the pain away. And another generation is going to come. Nobody knows when, because there's so many generations that have come before, according to what when the test was presented. That has passed and gone. There's also a promise in there that he will even raise the dead. The people who are rotting in the earth, and he will bring them back to life. And then he will give them that opportunity. What else can convince you if all these things are there? But what can make you understand and see that the trick and the trap in it is that You define the person. And then you look at all the other abilities that has been placed in his hands. Which one will he act that will correspond or somehow have some tally with his definition? But you realize that you cannot tally the evil acts of God with God. God does not do evil. God is not part of evil. The definition does not give room for that, even though it gives room for power. He is powerful because he's all good. He's powerful because he's all great. He's powerful because at the end of the day, he has no evil. If you have evil in you, then you are not fully powerful. Because evil has got an end of distraction or some sort of weakness along the line. That's what we are supposed to believe. Somehow along, it also suggests that God himself revealed, the same Jehovah reveals that in Genesis, that he has got evil and he has got good in him. And so man has become like him, and so man should be what? Put out of this, out of his sight. Of the idea of preventing man from having life also and living forever. So if these are the things that have been put out, and you are having these kind of advices from any of these books, how peaceful can you be? How peaceful? Because what you learn and what you have been told precisely in every way does not match up with the definition that you know of. It's not a true description that you would expect to give to the Almighty God. People will come up with all that understanding because they are only describing themselves. They are putting themselves in that situation and describing that wickedness of which they are, comparing their righteousness to the Almighty Holy God. And this is a great error. It brings a lot of blunder because you cannot compare yourself to God. If you put yourself in that shoe and say, okay, even if it was me, this is what I would do. I will have to invent some punishment in order to get these people corrected. Of course, you are a man. You have to punish people in order to get them adjusted or corrected to whatever you want to do. You are a man. But God doesn't need the same punishment or try to use the same force, a physical force, in order to achieve anything. He doesn't need that. God can look at you and make you do whatever he wants you to do. He won't have to force you. He will just command you and you do it. It won't be so difficult like he was telling Moses, and Moses was, exchanging words. And then he says, okay, how do I go? If I go there, what I will tell them? I'll tell them the God, and then he says to him, you tell them the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Tell them I am whom I am. I mean, you think really God sending you, you can exchange words with him? And sort of, it won't even come. It won't come into your mind, your thoughts. This is the ability that I'm talking about. He asks you, you go. He wants you to go. He just lets you, set you on the road, and you go there. You can't dodge. There's a story about Jonah, who was, in the whale of in the belly's whale, or the whale in the belly of a whale, running away from God. How can he run away from God? This story are two wild stories. Make up wild stories to tell you that you cannot run away from anybody if that person especially is calling on a name God. So the elders and the judges use these stories, and it really helped them, to achieve whatever they wanted to achieve. But realistically, let's look at it. We define God as all-powerful, omnipotent. He created us. We work and function every day according to his will. So the idea that I have sinned against God is irrelevant. It's never in the application. Should not even come in the application of a way of life, of religion or religious way of life. The idea of sin should not even come in the application. The idea of tolerance, I will always have to tolerate, because if I have the understanding that they all keep, but I also have to be able to defend myself from any nonsense, because at the end of the day, I also understand that I also have got the ability to defend myself.